Hello everyone. Today I would like to give a review about this camera, Sony 6300. I bought it only 2 weeks ago and I have been using it for 2 weeks. So I give you some of my experience and what I think about this camera as an amateur. Okay, I'm not a professional videographer and not a professional photographer. First of all, why I want to use this camera. I used the Sony products 20 years ago. For the DV, I have this 1000 professional ones, and with Zeiss lens, they are very nice, very good. And in recent few years, I have been using Canon. I have been using XA10. Later I bought XA30, supposed to be professional cameras, and I have many small Canons. I've been using Canon all the time. But one thing is I feel that Canon, the color is not so natural. It's a little heavier than normal. And secondly, a little too dark. This is the only thing I found Canon. But I thought it's just a professional camera, must be good. Canon is a camera company. Only recently I started to watch other people's video. Then I see some really gorgeous, beautiful images from many young YouTubers. And they show their equipments. They're not really expensive things. They use they use some very cheap lenses, but they make a very beautiful image. So that made me feel that I must make a better image for my videos to show to my viewers. I'm at this age. I'm not rich, but I can afford, as a hobby, I can afford to have equipment. So someone wrote a comment on my video, say, this camera, okay, Sony 6300 is the one for me kind of person, travel around the world and need something small and good. So that was the first time I laid my eye on this camera. So I checked the internet for this camera, and it got a lot of positive reviews. Say this is the best camera now, and someone professionals, they say it's even better than Canon 5D Mark III. Canon 5D Mark III was supposed to be the best for the image. Now a lot of filmmakers, like film schools, they use this camera. And for me, because 5D was too heavy, so I bought 6D. So I bought, as I don't like Canon lenses, so I bought a bunch of Zeiss lenses, which cost me a fortune. I think cost quite a few thousand US$ just for all those. Then I found Canon 6D with Zeiss lenses are very difficult to use. First of all, it's very heavy. Okay, it's not possible for me to carry 6D body with a few lenses, Zeiss lenses, heavy metals travel around. It's not possible. Secondly, I found the focus and everything is very difficult. Anyway, it's not possible to use 6D for travel videos. At least for me, it's not possible. Okay. Then I tried this camera. Okay, I borrowed one from my friend and tried a couple of days. I found this is quite easy to handle. So there are a few points. I made my final decision to buy this camera. First, it's the size. It is really small and light. Okay, you can see the size is very small. Okay, it's tiny. All right, so it's very good for travelers like me. I don't want to bring so much luggage, and I'm not a professional photographer or videographer. I'm just want to go to places and shoot and share my experience to people. But I want a good image, and I can afford. Okay, so I have this. This is the first reason about it. It's the size and the weight. And secondly, some professionals give a comments, says this camera is a tool or toy for the trade now. Replace Canon 5D Mark III. And also it can use Zeiss lenses. Also, all the lenses I bought can be used on this camera with a adapter, and it's much easier to focus. You cannot go autofocus, but it's much easier to focus in Canon. It's much easier to focus on this camera, Sony 6300, than Canon. Okay, so that I like very much, and for sure, this produce much better image than any video cameras, for sure. Okay, if you put a still, you shoot this with this camera, compared with other video camera, this is a better quality. Okay, and another thing, something very practical, is that when I go travel, if you shoot a video camera, you have to be video. You shoot to people, people are aware, people feel uncomfortable. But for this camera, you can hang in front of you. You can just put it on, and you can do like this. Okay, people will think this is a still camera, so they would not mind. They would not think that you are doing recording. That's another thing, good thing for travelers. Sometimes we want to record something and we don't want to disturb people. Okay, so this is very good. You put on and you hang there. You just move yourself carefully and you shoot everything. Okay, so these are reasons that I bought this camera. Even though I have many other cameras, so I bought this camera. First of all was the lens. Okay, because I'm traveling, I need a kit lens. 16 to 50, this kit lens is the lens most recommended by professionals. But my brother, my dear brother, is a professional photographer. Okay, he is very picky. He said, "How can you use this plastic? No, you need to have Zeiss lens." Then I had to buy another 24 to 8, I think it's 24 to 80, and 80 to 200 Zeiss lens. Okay, for that, plus I have many lenses like 50 1.4, 85 1.4, 135 2.8, 180 2.8. I have also 28 2.8. So all these lenses I have for this tiny small camera. Anyway, this time I insisted that I'm traveling, I need just a plastic, this in Chinese they say 狗头, like a dog lens. Okay, I put this on. I travel with this lens. Then after 2 weeks I've been using this camera, I found a few problems with this camera. Okay, first of all, I say it again, I'm not a professional photographer, so all what I'm saying may not be correct. Okay, and only use a ordinary consumer, ordinary user, I give you my opinion about this camera. First of all, this recording button is too small. See, this is for video recording, and it's if you can't feel it at all. Okay, when you push it down, you don't feel you have pushed it down, and for the screen, you don't really see a red very big. Now I can see for this camera. I say now I know I'm recorded, but here sometimes you don't know. So for this, you cannot watch it all the time. Okay, and you just push it. Sometimes it's not recorded at all. All right, I had some experiences. Very good spot, very good happening, and I just push it. I thought I was recording. It's not recorded, and then I push it again. I thought it stopped. It recorded all the walking and and for half an hour, So this is something crazy. I think for this price, it costs like over $1,000 for this camera. I think Sony company should be able to afford to make a bigger button for the video, because this camera is featured for video recording quality. Okay, for still camera, you have many good cameras for still camera. Okay, you don't have to. I have a Leica. Okay, you want to compete with Leica? No, but here, because I want to do a video, so they should make a bigger one, and you can feel boom. Okay, So this is something physically I don't like this camera. Okay, I hope I hope Sony company can improve this in a later model. If you improve this, I will consider buy another one. Okay. The second thing is that you cannot film yourself. Okay, now I film with a Sony very small camera because I can put the monitor on this way. Now I can see myself. But this you cannot. I have to film myself like this. Okay, but I don't know. Okay, I do this way. But I don't know if I'm in the frame or not. I just guess. I can only guess doing this. Okay, as a tourist, as a traveler, we all film ourselves. Okay, because we don't have someone else with us, so we all have to do like this. Okay, I'll give an narration. Okay, oh, now I'm in India. Oh, such a beautiful city, a beautiful country, beautiful people. You know, you always have given narrations and shoot yourself, but this you cannot see yourself. So this is a big disadvantage for me. But I have another camera. This is a small one I film now. Yes, this is a Sony CX485. I say it again. CF485 is only available in Japan, and the menu is only in Japanese. Okay, it's not fair. That costs like $400. It's a very nice small camera, but of course it does not give the best image. Okay, it's a cheap camera, and for this you can't film yourself. Okay, but you need to have some skill. You have to practice until you know about get used to. Okay, need practice. Another thing is that it has a microphone jack, 3.5 microphone jack here. Okay, which is very good. Of course, I do a lot of narrations. I do recording. I'm a musician, you know, so audio is very important to me. I want to have a good audio to my audience. Okay, but it's good to have this, but it does not have a earphone jack, so you cannot check your sound. For all this 3.5 jack, not only Sony, for Canon, for any other cameras, the jack is not good. It's not safe. Okay, you plug it in, you have to check it, the sound. Of course, now the Sony, I can see the recording level going on. I know this is on, but this is difficult to see. So, like a couple of days ago, I had a violin workshop in Malaysia, in KL, and I had this with microphone. Okay, half an hour speech. I gave a very important speech about my history, my life, how I became a violin maker, and why this and that. All this in a very bad sound because I have noise. Sound is not well plugged in. So all that half an hour speech gone. Okay, then it's better not to use anything with bad sound than put it in when it's not properly plugged. Then you have all the problem. The image cannot be used. Okay, so if you make an earphone, please make a headphone too. Okay, for $1,000, over $1,000, Sony should be able to afford to make another earphone jack. Okay, and you have space. You have plenty of space to have that small jack. Okay, this is, I hope Sony is going to improve. And the other thing is very difficult to zoom. This camera is not like a video camera. You can zoom very smoothly. You can zoom with different speed. You can zoom quicker or slower. According you can control yourself. This is not. Okay, this is very difficult to zoom. For example, I zoom it. Either you push this little thing, you know, you zoom like this, or you can do this. Not only you have sound. Listen. Okay, all these sounds will be recorded, and either it's going like this. It's terrible. Okay, so mostly you have to choose a steer. You have to sit there and make your frame, and you start to shoot. Okay, it's not good for zoom. Okay, anyway, it is a steer camera in the first place anyway. And the The other things is this is the hardware part. The soft part I'm not happy is the auto ISO. I'm not happy with this. A professional photographer gave a tutorial and teach us how to use this camera, and he said the best is put on auto, ISO auto. Then I did, and I found they change adjust itself all the time. So you can see the flash light and darker all the time. So it's not good. Okay, it's too smart. I think it's too smart. Okay, so this here we have auto. Also here we have auto, complete the green one. I use this button only if in a situation I have no time. If like news, someone jump from somewhere or some car crash or some fighting together, I just put on auto. At least I know I have everything in. But the auto does not give good image. Okay, then you have to put on the video part, or you can put on P. You can put on other places. Then you have to change. You have to set ISO manually. Okay, because some professional says, oh, this is a wonderful camera for very low light, for very dim light. Even ISO, even 3000 or even 6000 still has very low noise. Wonderful. Okay, but when I put on high ISO, I put on P and did the film, it's exposed. It's overexposed. Okay, it's too bright. So it's very difficult to handle this ISO for this camera. Alright? Okay. The other thing is that I think the autofocus is too smart. I set on quick autofocus, but it's just trying to focus all the time. When I did the video, the visa to India, I used this camera to film my computer screen. Okay, then I found it's trying to focus all the time. It's out of focus and out of focus again. And some people made a comment, oh, you need a better camera. I said, this is the best camera, it's just too good. Then I realized it's because my image in the reflection in the computer, and this camera caught that, and this camera trying to focus not the screen but my reflection in the screen. That's why it's getting confused. I'm trying to get an image, and image was moving. So then you have to set up a manual focus, and things that's just too complicated. Okay, I don't like it. Rather more stupid than this too smart thing. Okay, anyway, I'm not mastered yet. Okay, maybe I need more practice. But this is something will not happen with a video camera. Okay, never happened with video camera for this focus problem. The other thing is there's a very difficult to handle happenings. Okay, so if I have this small camera now filming me now, I can have it, I can hold it, boom, I can just shoot, no problem. But for this, you have to, a lot of things you have to do before you film. So the conclusion is, this is a wonderful camera, for sure. Very good quality, image quality, and it's absolutely worth to have it. But it cannot replace a video camera. You need to have a video camera at the same time. Okay, you need to have a video camera to handle daily situations, and you use this camera to film good things, a short film, a beautiful scenery, a beautiful lady or people, anything you want to emphasize, anything you want to show people very beautifully, you use this camera. But for everything happening, the safest is a video camera. Okay, that's my conclusion. Thank you for watching, and I will do more experiment with this camera. And if I come out of some new experiences, I will share with you again. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.